well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Yes, Phil, it's a fucking globe. It's a globe. Welcome to Real News Live. It's a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined, as I almost always am on Mondays and Wednesdays, by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, the blonde. I could tell a blonde joke, but I'm not going to. The blonde.
No, I've heard them all.
The blonde with ambition, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how was your Tuesday? Kind of eventful, wasn't it? I'm going to get the link into the Rumble side of the house.
Yeah, anything happened yesterday?
Anything happened yesterday you want to talk about, Jen, while I do this?
You know, I'm pretty sure that, we had an earthquake, newsworthy earthquake out in the middle of nowhere. It didn't really hurt anybody.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. I'm hoping it didn't. And it's Wednesday.
Yeah. And just to remind everybody, Jen told you that, what did you say, Jen? You said that you got once in one of your readings that meaning the RV, would happen on a Wednesday after an earthquake. Did you not?
Archangel Michael told me that.
Okay, fill in some space while I do what I'm doing, Jen. Talk. Come on.
Okay, so I was all excited about the earthquake. I'm not trying to be insensitive to anybody that had any kind of problems. I didn't really think that the tsunamis, when I asked about it yesterday in private, that it was going to be a big deal. But I was kind of excited about that because that is a newsworthy earthquake. And in the Gentel, we got the number 9.
Yeah.
We saw rushing waters. I still want everybody to be mindful for rushing waters, like where you are, what's going on, the weather patterns, because I didn't really see videos of the rushing waters in the news from the tsunami wave. So unless I've missed something.
That's a good one, Steve, by the way. No, there were some rushing waters, but the thing is, I'm not having a hard time finding videos. The videos are not, they're all from these shit little pecker accounts on Twitter. Like, there's no official news that is showing video of Hawaii really to speak of, or water rushing in anywhere. So I'm not really sure what exactly happened, because all the videos could be videos of other earthquakes and other tidal waves. So it's really hard to tell whether what you're looking at is authentic or not.
I saw some live videos that people were putting out waiting in Hawaii for anything to happen, and I gave up and went to bed. Didn't see anything. So
Marcia Frame saying 9.3. Last I checked, it was an 8.8, but I guess it could be a 9.3. But I have not heard that update, so I don't know where you got that number from, but I'm curious to look it up. So
last I heard last night it was 8.8.
8.8 is pretty darn close to 9. I mean, you're in the ballpark there. So the earthquake, the 9, the rushing waters would all fit. There were some rushing waters, but I don't know if it was exactly what we saw. But
so in the Gentel on Monday, it said announcements will come in the mosques. The rate will be visible on the Forex or seen tomorrow night. Didn't happen. Somebody stopped it. Okay. I said, is there anything that can stop this? Michael said, yes. And he said, pray. So I don't know if the pray is connected to that, because directly after that, he said the power of collective prayer is creation. And then I heard the number 9. So I don't know if the pray was about the earthquake or about, getting this to go through finally. Notifications Wednesday, if all goes well. Timed release. Funding is ongoing and kept secret. Now, on a personal note, that would be an awesome story when I tell the story someday. If it does go on today after a big earthquake, I'm hoping for that. In my own personal creation of my reality, that's what I'm trying to do here. But still, it's still happening. It's still coming. If we miss Wednesday, it'll be Thursday or Friday. It's
No, don't give away that information yet.
I'm not trying to put
that.
Why?
Well, don't give them the Gentel yet. We haven't even, we got to do the news thing. Just
okay. Well, why don't you just put me back on my little puppet strings and tell me what I can say when? Because you just
okay.
In some space.
Okay, I will do that. No, just save that for the juicy part.
I'll just sit back and shut up. You just go ahead and run the show.
Lisa wants to know. Are you sure it was rushing waters and not Russian waters? You saw a vision, right? You didn't.
No, I came up with the wording. I didn't hear it. I saw. What it kind of looked like was like water rushing down, just like an incline. So I assumed it was like a spillway.
Yeah.
For a reservoir or
a
dam.
It really fit the description of was it Carson City, California, or what was it? Yeah, one of the areas in California. It really fit the description, but it didn't work.
Yeah,
it didn't quite happen that way. At least not with any video we've seen, and I'm just concerned we're not seeing more video from what happened on the shores. So that's a little bit weird. All right, let's get all the.
It's a bit weird that there would, but it was 80 miles off the shore from Russia, and then it had to go across the entire ocean. So it fizzled out, I guess.
It actually can build up. It actually can build up depending on the shallowness of the water. It can build up more force. And you're talking about something that could have been going 600 miles an hour, 700 miles an hour.
Well, I'm glad they didn't have the bad tsunamis.
Yeah, me too.
We just need the earthquake on Wednesday.
Me too. I had some friends, I have some friends who live in Huntington Beach and Laguna Beach on California coast and Redondo Beach. And, I expressed some concern for them too. All right. Just to keep things straight here, let's, all right. If you missed a show, you can always go to mikebara.blogspot.com and pick up any of the shows we've done previously. We have last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday, which was a little bit on fire. I'm shocked it's still up. I'm shocked my YouTube channel hasn't been taken down, but there we are. Anyway, yesterday's show, Monday's show, stuff with Zester, interviews with people in the UFO community, videos about, cases like the Calvine UFO photo, which is the tip of Farragon Hill in Scotland and not a UFO. Lectures I've done, Ancient Aliens and JFK. Pick up my books, all kinds of stuff at mikebara.blogspot.com. And that will actually lead you to the Rumble channel. And the Rumble channel is, let me actually fix this, Jen, so we can be seen better. No, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. There we go. Something like that. The cool thing over on the Rumble channel is you can subscribe by hitting this little red subscribe button right here. You can gift memberships. And if you're a subscriber for a mere $5 a month, you get your questions go to the top of the slush pile when it comes time for Jen to do readings and answer questions. You can also hit a Rumble Rat. That's this little green $sign button in the lower right-hand corner. While we're live, contribute any amount you want. Your questions, again, go to the top of the heap and get answered first. The same thing applies over on the YouTube side of the house, Mike Barrett 333. You can super chat, and your questions go first. That's the privilege you get for that. I don't see any Rumble Rats over here yet, so I guess nobody really wants their question answered. But there we are. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com. You hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale. It takes you in, put in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S on the end, just lowercase ALIEN. Get this week's specials. Matt and Lucas are still giving away. You have a 20%, 7% discount you can use. Or you can receive 50,000 dong, or you 100,000 dong, or some dinar. It's a great deal. He's got the gummies on sale. This X-Freeze roll-on stuff for pain is epically good. The unscented Lotion 2000 is also epically good. I got to get with Matt and have him send me some more of that. The Delta 8 gummies, the sleep gummies are wonderful. All the full spectrum gummies, the full spectrum oils. It is great stuff. Even the THC sparkling water, which if you really want to relax, just drink that and you'll get more and more relaxed as the day goes on. the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com. Also, please don't forget to visit our other sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com or Mike Bara Pets, where you can get all kinds of wonderful mushroom-based supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your otters, your pelicans, your horses, everybody. All you do is hit the Shop Now button, slide on in there. I've got Barkley on the Mush Puppies and the Mojos, and they're absolutely been great for him, his mobility. They've got special sauce. I've got Barkley on that. It used to be called super sauce. I like that better. But they've got turkey dinner for dogs. They've got premium cat food for kitties. They've got chill doggies, which is great for mellowing your dog out if he has separation anxiety or doesn't like the fireworks. Mush ponies for the horses and large dogs. You can use the mush ponies for large dogs as well. And then you have the Enforce line of supplements, mushroom-based supplements for human consumption. You've got the Enforce Plus for immune system boosting, the Clarity for your brain function, Restore for blood sugar and blood pressure, Enforce Shield to just help you basically, I don't know what's Enforce Shield. It's good stuff. It's immune system boosting. It's awesome. Enforce Shield. Antioxidant, heavy antioxidant. Yeah, I don't take that one. I should be taking it. And again, I'm gonna have Kristen and Diana on Friday. We're gonna do a show about the mushroom stuff. They have both CURED themselves of very serious human illnesses simply by taking these supplements. They didn't take them according to the directions. They did a little more than that, but it's mushroom. It's all natural. You can't take too much of it. It's great stuff. They got chocolates, they've got coffees, they've got starter packs. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. She's a certified pet nutritionist with any problems your petsies may have, or even yourself, and she can get you on the right mix of stuff to help with your particular issue. And you will find out more about that on Friday when the girls are over here for the show. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful people, the LifeWave X39 patches, X39, X49. These are awesome. I have so many friends now that have told me that they've gotten great results simply with these little phototherapy patches, including me, guys. I had fantastic blood work and lost 12 pounds in 3 months on these SP6 patches, which are for hormones, and the X39. I also threw in a little X49, but I stopped taking that. It's great stuff. It heals all kinds of issues in the body. It seems to do an amazing job. Basically, what it does is it reflects your own infrared energy back into your body, which stimulates the production of stem cells. Different patches are tuned to different aspects of your body and healing, and they seem to work fantastic. If you want more energy, there's the energy enhancer. If you have pain in specific areas, there's the ice wave. If you want to sleep better, there's the silent nights. If you have hormonal imbalances, migraines like I did, SP6 is amazing. A whole line of products. They are absolutely amazing. And before we get to Jen, one last thing that I want to talk about, which is the upcoming Las Vegas Alien event and Biomed Expo at the Alexis Park Resort here in Las Vegas, Nevada, September 12th, 13th, and 14th. Jen is going to be there. She'll be there on Saturday. She doesn't want to be bothered with us on Friday or Sunday, but she's going to be there Saturday doing readings, meeting and greeting people. It's going to be awesome, Jen. And if you go to the link, which I will put not just in the description, but in the chat here, if you go there, you can get tickets for 50% off, 2-for-1 tickets at the Alien event, or just go to alienevent.com. Either way, let me put it in the chat there and then put it in the Rumble chat.
I just don't want to commit to the whole weekend when I'm out there because I'm on vacation with.
It's going to be having too much fun. It's going to be having too much fun. But Saturday is going to be epic. I'm going to have a panel. I'm going to be doing my own speech thing, and Jen is going to be there sharing a table, and you can come and meet us if you haven't, and you can get tickets for 50% off. We're also going to have a special Telegram special for folks over on the Telegram groups that's even better than 2-for-1. But make your plans now. It's going to be a great weekend. The Biomed Expo is all about healing. That's why Jen's going to be there. And the alien event is all about aliens and secret space programs and all kinds of cool stuff. David Hatcher Childress from Ancient Aliens is going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a great, great weekend. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfallah.com today?
Well, you're all in luck. I have not been able to log in to edit my site for 2 days. So everything's still on sale. You can still get the classes for $199, which is half off. You can still get 2-for-1 healings. That does not mean, okay, guys, this is what people are doing. You have to buy 1 to get 2. Okay, it's a buy 1, get 1 free. Yes. And you don't just go in and pay half price and get 1. Okay, that's not the deal. I have a reason for that. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, do that. You can still get those sales right now. You can sneak in there today. I'll hold off on trying to figure out why I can't get into the website until this evening or tomorrow. I'll give you another day. If you're looking for Susan Gretz or Marcy Howell, you can also reach them on my website. And Susan does a lot of wonderful things that I do not do. Our talents are similar, but different. Marcy Howell is a badass, and she will cleanse your house, your people, and get it all cleaned up for you so that you can have peace again in your life. If you would like her to do that, you can purchase there, and then email those girls to schedule your services. Yeah, over on philosophy.com, that is where you want to go to book a reading with me. Click the blue button, and you can get a 15, a 30-minute, or an hour with me and schedule it yourself. I do have openings in August.
All right. Sounds good. That is what is going on over at jenniferfallah.com today. So I hate it when it does that. So let's go to the news information. Well, this is my time on our show.
Absolutely.
I get to do this.
Fine.
Time.
Absolutely.
This is my time. I should be bigger if it's my time. I give you the whole screen when it's your time.
I know. It's okay. You're okay. Everything's okay.
I mean, I could do this.
You guys don't understand how we mess with each other. It's fine. It's fine.
Where were we? What did I do? I had this one going. All right. Okay, let's do the news update. And guys, the thing is, I wish where's my news? Where's my news update? There it is. All right, I have news. I can't tell you what the news is because I promised I wouldn't. But let me see if I can dance around what news there is. We are still good for today. We are still in the range for it to happen today. It absolutely could happen today. I have that verification from like 3 different sources. So Jen's prediction is still solid. What we're looking for is a new rate. I also have bond people, 2 people on the bond side that are expecting to complete paperwork, after which they should almost immediately receive funds. In other words, probably the same day. So that's happening today. I have another person who's a high tier bondholder who has been told he will be paid today. I will know that. There's a way I will know that. And if I know that, I think I'll just post on Telegram, okay, I now know what I know. What this means is, if this happens, if the rate doesn't show, but the other bond people get paid, guess what? That means we're on. It means we might not see the rate today, but we are on. It means it is happening. Once money starts getting down to the individual level, not the institutional level, which is where it's been before, we're on. It's happening. It can't be stopped. I would tell you to pay attention. There's rumor going around that the XRP lawsuit has been settled or is going away. If that happens, That's a sign. That means XRP will take off. Other people are saying that's not true. So I would like to ask Donald Trump to start putting the hammer down on his SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, or Securities Exchange Commission, either one or both, and get them to drop this lawsuit. This lawsuit was brought against Ripple and XRP because by the banks by corrupting government officials. The reason for that is that the implementation of XRP as a payment system means everything changes and banks are no longer necessary. In other words, if I want to pay Jen, I don't have to go through any banks. I don't have to go through any CashApp. I just go to XRP and I pay Jen. I say, hey, Jen, here's $500. Go to Costco.
Let's try it right now.
Have a good time. Yes, I will try that. Have a good time at Costco. It eliminates the middleman of the banks, and that's why they've been trying to stop this. Think about it like this. You will no longer have a paycheck. You will no longer be paid once a month, every 2 weeks, or once a week. You will be paid instantaneously. You could be paid by the day, by the hour, by the minute. You could be paid by the second for every bit of work that you do. That's what XRP does. There's no payroll anymore. There's no payroll employees. There's no banks. You just set it up and say, okay, when Jen sits down at her computer and does this, I want to give her that much money. Boom, kaboom. So that is rumored to be ending today. If it does, XRP is going to take off. If XRP takes off, guess what? Everything else starts to follow. So in terms of news, that's really all there is. All I have to tell you is it's still alive. It is scheduled, as far as I know, it's scheduled for today. Just like Jen told you, and this is from people that don't know who Jen is at all. Although I suspect a lot more people know who you are than we think, Jen. I suspect that. But it's supposed to be happening. So here we are waiting for it. I noticed Tony has not scheduled his call for this time. That's an indication he's waiting on something. Now, I do want to say one thing, Jen, before I throw it over to you. You know, a lot of people have been attacking Tony for what he said the other day. And it's like, I don't like Tony very much either. I think he's a dick, okay? But I think he has sources. So I listen to what he says because he's getting information from banks and certain three-letter agencies. He's definitely getting information from them. When he tells you something, he is telling you what he is honestly hearing. He is not lying to you. Just because it doesn't happen on the schedule he was given, or I was given, or Jen got from the angels, doesn't mean anybody's lying to you. Now, are there people in this community that lie to you? Yes. In the whole dinar community, yes, there are. But I can tell you who doesn't lie to you. Me and my partner, Jen. And Tony doesn't lie to you about what he hears. And Wolvie doesn't lie to you. And then most especially Mark Z doesn't lie to you. We just hear different things. And what's exciting and what gets exciting is when we all start hearing the same thing. That's when it gets exciting. And that's where we've been for weeks. In terms of, when I say hearing the same thing, I mean in terms of it's happening. It's ready. It's going. We're all hearing that. We might hear different reasons as to why it didn't go, or what the problem was, or who's holding it up now, or what the next step is. But we're all telling you the same thing. We are right there. We are ready to go. So stop attacking people when things don't happen the way you want them to. I know it's hard. It's been hard for me. But hang in there. This is like the Indy 500. It's a 3-hour race, generally. Okay? You're running at full speed, you don't drive an Indy car at Indianapolis. You keep it from crashing for 3 hours and dying. We're traveling, 230 miles an hour, and we're about 1 second away from crossing that yard of bricks. If it's a football analogy, we're on the 1 inch line. We're inside the 1 yard line. Pray it in, believe in it, don't screw it up. I think most things are out of the way. That's all I got to say. That's my speech. I'll get off my soapbox. That wasn't really so much news, but it was.
That's true.
Go for it.
This is a mystery that we're all trying to solve. Especially your intel. Well, the intel comes into people in various ways, and then they try to relay it in such a way that there's a lot that people can't tell you.
Yeah, and some people tell me stuff because I'm willing to say it, and they're not able to say it. So that does happen too, but they're not.
Because sometimes you promise these people you wouldn't say anything, right? And if you say anything, they're not going to tell you anything anymore. And there's a reason why they don't want you to say anything, because they don't want anybody to screw this up. Okay, good people are not the only ones watching. All right, so this is some mystery. So as of then, when they get the intel, that is what they know. That is the projected target. That is the date that they have been told, or the process that is happening now. And all they can do is relay that information, whatever they've agreed that or been told that they can relay, put the pieces together and try to solve another piece. Try to solve the mystery. The only thing I have today is I'm waiting for something, because it's a Wednesday after an earthquake, and that would be really cool in my overall life story. Okay, so let's do that. That's just good. That's just a good story. All right, so all I want to do is, yes, we did have an earthquake. Yes, everything was okay with the tsunamis, okay? But we're at a place where if this is the moment, or the moments where this gets pushed through, where it shows up on the forex, or we get the notifications, or we get to a place of completion where it's over for the dark side, we just want to go ahead and assume that we're on high alert worldwide, okay? For any kind of backlash or attempts that the enemy could make to try and, if they can't stop it, the actual systems in some kind of computer way, or stop the rate from showing up, then they're going to try to create chaos to delay, or to get people from getting to appointments, or just to stop the whole process in its tracks. So just be aware of your surroundings. If somebody tells you to evacuate, do it. For anything, don't live in fear, pray it in, but we have to stay open to the possibility of attempts like that. But remember your conscious creation. See it, say it, be it. Thank you, God. I'm still hopeful for today. We got all the way until midnight to get something to happen today. And I'm on Pacific time.
And it still counts. That's right.
That still counts for me. Because I received, it would happen on Wednesday after an earthquake. And if an archangel is going to tell you about an earthquake, it's going to be newsworthy. And that was pretty newsworthy. Okay. And that was cool. So we're going to go off on my time, because this is the time zone in which I received that information. So for me, it would still be Wednesday up until midnight Pacific Daylight Time. So I'm just trying to get as much time as I can for that to happen on a Wednesday. That's awesome. Let's do that.
They said Jen looks like the sign language lady with that little spot.
I know. That's what I was laughing about earlier. Those people crack me up. I'm sorry. That's probably inappropriate, but that's hilarious. My daughters and I laugh at that all the time because they're so excited. When they're signing something, they're more entertaining to watch than anything else. I don't really have anything else other than that.
Yeah. Okay, hang in. I'm trying
What
to.
do you feel? Timed release. What do you think that means? I mean,
Timed release means it's synchronized to go at a specific time of day. I think that's what it means. I don't. Yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure that's
well,
what it
because like
means.
if you take a pill and it's a timed release and it's a 24-hour pill, it will keep releasing the medication little by little over time.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's what I was thinking. And I'm like, okay, well, that matches up with what I originally saw, that we get the dinar on the Forex first, and then they're watching as these others pop up. So that could happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to sorry, I'm trying to find a specific message in here. There it is. Okay, that starts the Rumble rants. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, Jen looks like the sign language lady. All right, guys. Questions for Jen need to include your name and the real name of yourself and the person or pet you are asking about, whether they are here or somewhere else on another plane somewhere. We have about 3,000 people in the stream today. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And now we're gonna slide on through, starting with the Rumble rants, or not the Rumble rants, but the super chats. Okay, Phil for $20 says, Sailplane says, Phil says flat Earth, no fault zones, no planes hit the WTC. JFK was not shot. Haha. Say all this is BS. Okay, Sailplane, that's all BS. Phil doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground on that stuff.
Okay, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Let me just remind everyone, until we get home to heaven, most everything is theory. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when you're talking about planets. Unless you can get all the way out there to look back and see it, which, I kind of have with remote viewing, but still,
yeah,
it's all theory.
I'm sure I'm right about this.
Fault lines, you can actually go out into the desert and into places and see that there are fault lines. The sediments of the earth. You can see the lines of sediment over the years, and you can see where an earthquake has pushed it up. You can see, So I'm not going to jump on board with the no fault lines.
Although,
because I grew up in California, and I'm seriously programmed.
If you look at the snaking mountain ranges that go down from North America to South America, it's also exactly what would happen if an extremely large planet passed very close to the Earth as it was rotating underneath it and pulled all those mountains up. If that happened, that must have been an exciting day. So the truth is, Jen, there are things we don't know about the history of this planet. You're right.
When he talks about these giant land formations that look like trees, I'm serious. I've always thought that too. I've always looked at them and like, that's a tree.
Devil's Tower looks like a big giant tree.
Yeah, it's a tree.
And the thing too, Jen, that's really interesting is if you go back to my 2010 book, The Choice, where I talk about physics, if there were two planets that exploded in the solar system, and I believe there were, one where Mars is today, which was a moon of that planet, and one where the asteroid belt is, then there would be more energy, life energy in the solar system because it's a system which, guess what, means all forms of life would be bigger. That's how you get dinosaurs. That's how you get these massive trees like Devil's Tower that looks like imagine how much wood you could get out of Devil's Tower if that was a tree.
Well, like, how old is it? I mean, it's already
petrified
wood, which just turns to rock and then starts to deteriorate into dirt. I mean, it's just amazing. I think the truth.
All right. Betty W with the super sticker for $10. Sheba Dog squeezing a big red heart. Well, thank you, Betty. That's very sweet of you. We appreciate that. Pam Wilson, $20 super chat. Good morning, Mike and Jen. Pam here. Do you see me moving to North Georgia this year?
Looks about November.
Okay.
Approximately.
Dr. Sarah's here. Hi, Dr. Sarah. Are you going to be on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight? Because I'm gonna have some fire. I'm gonna bring some fire. My dating advice versus your dating advice.
Do it.
You should try that. Lady Di. Hi, Lady Di. Oh, by the way, on the other question, Lady Di, I just need I know you contacted Regina. I just need your real name, and I can put you on the list. So, super chat $10. Jen, will DPS re-announce the evidentiary tech job, or will I go for the DPS trooper job?
Tech.
Okay. Judy Cormer with the $9.99 super chat. Hi, Judy here. Can you please tell me how long after I exchange will I find my new home in Ocala? I don't know.
Gabriel's saying 12 months.
Okay.
So I don't know if you just hold off on that or can't find what you want for a while.
All right. Navy Doc Charlie, $50 super chat. Thank you. Hi, Mike and Jen. Thanks for all you do. Jen, my office cat, Tommy Boy, ran off 3 weeks ago. He's very unafraid of people. Curious if he was kidnapped or if he ran off into the woods and a predator or something happened. Males will go off on mating binges for a month, up to a month.
Yeah, they will. If that's what I was going to ask. Tommy Boy for... He's alive.
Good.
I don't know where he is. Ask Susan Gratz, but he's alive.
Do you think he'll come back? Can I get him back?
I think he got a little bit overstimulated and is afraid. Put the litter box outside again, like I did when my Charlie left. We thought he was gone. He came back.
Mm-hmm. Azrin Sage says, Mike, Jen is the juicy part because she's so fabulous. I mean, look at her hair, for crying out loud. It's absolutely glowing with angelic beauty. Ooh, sounds like you have an admirer, a not so secret admirer.
Wow, thank you.
All right. On the Rumble Rant side of the house, Lucy XOXO says, Jen, is my current home my last home, or do you see me getting in a better home in the near future? It's a good question.
So you fix up the current home. And then you get another home. And then you get a vacation condo somewhere. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, I think all of the above here.
Okay. So where are we going next? We are going to M Stock. Also a Rumble Rant. Hi, Jen and Mike. Michelle here. Do you see me seeing my daughter Cynthandria's delivery of her child like I did her first son?
I think you're there. For some reason, I don't know if you're in the room during the delivery. I feel like everybody has to get out. So I don't know if they it ends up being a C-section or something. Or if it's just their policy, but I feel like you're in the building.
Okay, Kimberly J for the $5 Rumble Rant says, will my daughter get the job she's interviewing for today? If so, will it be a good job?
It is a good job. I do think she gets it.
Okay. Michelle in prime time. Jen said on Monday that I would be moving back to Austin from Denver. I don't want to move without my daughter, Sophia. Will she come with me? And if so, when?
Well, I'm only going to be able to see what choices you made, not what God and everybody wants you to do. So if you eventually move, but you don't want to move without her, then she goes with you.
Okay.
So I think it seems like a happy move to me. Doesn't seem like you're sacrificing anything.
Okay. let me go back up to that. Sorry, it's okay. Sean says, "Do you see me having any trouble with my projects? They need to be rewritten better, but I can't afford a new Microsoft Word. That sucks."
I wouldn't worry too much because it's the main idea of the project. Okay, this is my objective. This is what it's called. This is why I'm going to do it. This is why I'm capable of doing it. This is how much money I'm going to need. That's it. I mean,
Okay.
the people that are going through these projects are going to appreciate something that's shorter because they're going to have stacks and stacks. They're not going to want to read your book about your life story and why you need to want to do this. You can talk about that in the it's basic information. So then if you get approved, they'll assign you with a project manager, and then you'll sit down and you can alter things from there.
Okay. Where is Teddy Cassie? There he is. She is. Dear Jen and Mike, Kat here. My daughter Lauren can be very mean to me. Where is this coming from? Is it karma?
This kind of reminds me of my mom when she would just like, there's too many people in the kitchen. Like she just snaps, like get out of here. Like, okay. She's too stressed out. She can't handle, she's not really good at taking care of somebody else or having to do something outside of her normal routine. She's just on edge, and I think that she's just being very cold, not cold, but like short with people because she's frustrated and stressed out.
Okay. Pharaoh Q Denise says, my horse Q is having issues with his left rear leg and will see a specific vet 8-7. He is cranky and must be hurting. Can you advise anything specific?
Yeah, it's the knee
Please
joint
tell him to
or
stop
something.
biting. Yeah, it says, please tell him to stop biting.
Yeah, something happened inside the knee area. Something with a joint. I feel like it's a temporary injury, but something happened. It's annoying. It hurts. It's like something's sticking me or something's moved or even bruised right there.
Oh, poor guy.
Make sure nothing like bored into his leg. I mean, there are lots of insects will do things like that. Can't remember what they're called that do that.
Mm-hmm.
The horses.
Okay. Sean Michael, do you see me acquiring homes on either Palm Trail or Cliffwood Street, or perhaps acquiring both?
I'm not getting a hit on either one of those. Something else.
Okay.
I don't think they're in the right area. You decide to do something, go somewhere else.
Okay. When will WISE rates change? When everything goes on to Forex. When everything goes on the Forex. Yeah. That's when the WISE rates change.
And I think we get street rate then, don't we? Or whatever's on the Forex. You're not going to get the special rates.
Okay. So
I was wondering about that. So if you had something like Dong on the WISE app, okay, let's just say somebody did. And it immediately changed, okay? You're holding it in Dong on the WISE app. And now your US dollar value is high. Okay, could you just leave it there and do something with it when you go to the exchange appointment to get the other rate along with the other Dong? Have you heard anything about that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you could. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. If the Dong is a thing you can exchange at a bank, then you can do anything you want with it. You don't have to exchange it at the redemption center.
Well, because if you can pay for things in Dong.
Yeah.
So you're actually holding electronic Dong. And so if you were to transfer it over to the exchange center bank or whatever, just go with me here.
She just said that. She said, if you're holding electronic Dong. Give it a name. Call it Herbie. Give it a name. If you hold. Sorry. Go ahead.
Dong. Anyway, so like, so couldn't you like send it to them and then now they have possession of it like electronically and they can give you a better rate for it? I'm just wondering. Ask you for
yeah, I think you have to get it out though. They're only going to give you a rate on paper currency. So no, I don't think that would work. I really don't. K-Shade for how much did K-Shade give us? $20. Thank you, K-Shade.
Thank you.
Love watching you too. Will I buy a house in Spearfish, South Dakota? Spearfish.
Yep. I see them move into town. I see you guys driving into town. Yep.
Okay. I missed one. Where did I miss one? Hi, Ferrari boy. Yes, he does. You're full of shit, and you're never, ever going to be in here again. Bye-bye. Okay, Deb with a $5 Rumble rent says, hi, Jen, my name is Debbie. Will I create a tiny home community and healing center? That's a nice project.
They're a little bit bigger than a tiny home when you finally do it. And each one has its own little postage stamp yard that's fenced. Yeah. And so what it looks like is there's like this big park recreation area in the middle, almost like you would have like a clubhouse. But in the clubhouse, there is a clubhouse and recreation area in there. But there's a healing center there.
Cool.
I don't know how you're going to zone that, residential or commercial. I mean, but that's cool.
How about we just get rid of the zoning commission so you can build whatever the fuck you want on your own property?
I know, it sucks.
Okay, Hawks51 for $10. Thank you, Hawks51. On Monday, Jen, you said my adopted grandson Preston will have 3 pro soccer teams try to get him. Are they East or West Coast teams?
East
Coast teams. Okay. Jeannie for $10. Hi, Jen. This is Jeannie. Does my ex-husband, father to my children, have a message for me? He passed a couple of years ago. His name is Don. Thank you for all.
Let's see if Michael. He's really trying to make amends with the kids and you, in spirit, trying to help you and protect you in certain ways. Wants you to know that he sees where he could have done better.
Yeah.
And it didn't have to go the way it did. So he's remorseful for that, but something about lying. He's making it up to you, and he's gonna trying to make it up to you.
Okay. Hang on. There's one I wanted to. I just had. Where did it go? Oh, Kathy Weber says that reading you gave me on your show 727 about Bruce Weber. I have watched it so many times, and I will probably watch it thousands of times just to hear you say he's laughing and joking. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Snow White, Texas for $10 says, will my dream to build homes for the homeless become a reality in Sedona, Arizona? There's homeless people in Sedona? Really?
Yeah, there is. Tense. Okay, I was focused on that. Let me see. Yes, but you're going to hit some. You're going to have trouble with the county. or the city on that. It's going to take a while.
Okay.
They've got,
Good.
yeah, they're going to, I don't know. That's kind of like a lot of red tapes, but it's going to take a while. But I do see you working on it. Yeah.
Good Springs Hope for $50 on a super chat. Hi, this is Sandy. Jen, could you please tell me if my father, Victor Googler, has a message for me? He passed away around 19 years ago.
Sandy. Okay. He says your mindset is interesting. Now, very proud. Very proud of who you've become. And I'm listening. He just keeps giving me a thumbs up. Like he's like excited about something. And I think we know what it is. But
yeah, take a wild guess.
Dad thinks it's awesome. He does.
Becky with a $20 Rumble Rant says, this is Becky. I just got a lot of bad news on my health. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you think I will make it to the med beds on time? Anything I can do in the meantime?
Okay, I'm never going to be able to tell you that. Only God knows the day. And that's not fair to ask me. Am I going to live to get into a med bed? But you take a look at your life force energy right now and see where we're at. Okay.
All right.
Becky. You got plenty of time. Okay.
Got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. It's not as bad as you think.
Okay, good. Craig with Arcia with a $50 super chat. Thank you. Hi, Jen. Do you see my travel to the exchange going smoothly? Any delays or hiccups?
Okay, you need to stay calm. I just got this flash of being in the car, like, oh my God, how do we drive again? No, don't do that. Okay, let's just stay calm. Everybody stay calm. Do it, shake the hands. We'll freak out later. Okay? Yeah, you're fine. I mean, you make it there. I mean, I feel like this sense afterwards, like, did I do everything I was supposed to do? Because that was so quick and so easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was going to be this all day long process, and it wasn't. I do think there's some kind of follow up with somebody, and it's probably, you know, the big bank wealth manager for that big holding account, like on the second day or something.
Okay. Shibi for $5. This is Shelby Lindsay. My mom, Robin Cruthis, passed away this past November. I keep having dreams about her being upset. Is she waiting to be spread?
No.
Okay.
That's you. That's pretty common. Okay, so she's trying to get through to you. All right. So this is how a visitation dream goes. Initially, they'll be standing there and they're trying to tell you something, and everything's okay for the first few seconds. But as soon as you realize they're dead and they're there, your emotion kicks in and your guilt. And I haven't done this yet. And maybe she's upset. Yeah. Maybe she's not okay. The fear that will create the visual of her being upset. She is not upset. Take your time. She doesn't care. Spreading the ashes about the family. She says, I'm done with them.
She's moved on after 19 years. She's done a lot of work.
Yeah, like she's just saying those ashes are completely yours, and if whatever you want to do with them is fine with me.
Yeah, like, you know, I don't hear from my dad much anymore. You know, he's been gone for 35 years. So if he hasn't come back yet, he's busy doing something else. So.
And she's just telling me that sometimes it takes years to get everything finalized and done. When someone passes, she's talking about somebody she knew or something she had to do. So you're okay. Mom is not upset. She loves you.
She loves you. Aussie Mom, Mike, what do you think of this asteroid heading towards the moon? That's kind of interesting. But, you know, I'm not too worried about there being big enough chunks of it to do any damage to the Earth if it bounces off the moon. I want to ask you something, though, Jen. There's an object called 31 Atlas, and it's kind of an oblong shape, and there's a dispute in science about whether it's an asteroid, a comet, or a spaceship, and it's passing through the solar.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a very heavy rock. It's more like,
and it's going fast. I mean, it's also one of only 3 interstellar objects ever detected, meaning it didn't come from inside the solar system. It came from outside and was passing on through.
So what it looks like is it's very brown, or dark, and it has these craters in it. There's a lot of iron or something, a lot of metal in its makeup, so it's very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's shiny, but yeah, it's a piece of rock.
Is it going to change course, or will it just pass on through the solar system? Because somebody could change its course with technology, but
is it going to big?
So it's just going to pretty much keep going.
It's like the size of California or something.
Yeah, it's big.
I just see it just floating. I mean, I don't see it changing course or anything.
Good.
I don't see it hitting anything anytime soon.
Yeah. People are making a big deal out of it because it passes very close to Venus, very close to Mars, and very close to Jupiter. And it passes behind the sun in relation to the Earth. So it's going to disappear, and everybody's like, oh.
I just heard orbiting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, Jen's my co-host, so I get to ask her questions if I want to. $5 super chat from Red. I've been an alienated parent for years, and my connection with my children has been psychologically manipulated and damaged. Is there an end in sight?
When they mature, you're really going to have to put a lot of effort in to make those changes. It's going to take a while. Okay. There has been a lot of parent alienation there. That is true. Now, not without reason by the other parent. They have certain opinions about you, and some of that is true, all right? You're not faultless in this. But they went way overboard with this. It shouldn't have been that way.
Yeah.
Should never gotten the kids involved in it.
No, you never put the kids in with your disputes. Beth for $4.99 on the super chat says, could you please tell me when my son Austin finds a girlfriend that truly loves him?
Well, it's his business, but we'll see. January? Yeah. January.
Okay. Betty Hines for $5 on a super chat says, do you have a message for me? The angels have a message for Betty Hines.
Let's try to get one. That's usually get random stuff. If there's not a more specific question. You just need comfort. You'll be okay. I mean, so you're asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why can't I stay on my diet? Why can't I do this? Why can't I be disciplined? Something like that. And what Gabriel is saying is you just need comfort. That's it. And that's okay. That happens sometimes. Okay.
Okay, Betty for a $5 super chat says, will my husband John make it? Oh, Okay, will he make it to a med bed or will he go through his knee surgery end of September? Okay, so she's asking not about death, but about whether his knee surgery go through before he gets to med bed.
I do think he makes a med bed appointment, and I do think that he cancels the surgery.
Wow, that's very cool. That's very cool. Sheila gave us a $2 super chat. Thank you. I'm looking for some more Rumble rants. Sheila wants to know if you see her purchasing her mother's, I'm going to guess, house. Car, house. Oh, Virginia home at 17 Paseo Village.
Yes, but not to live there. I feel like you fix it up and Airbnb it or rent it out or something.
Cool. Two Dog Gal for $10 on the Rumble Rant side says, thank you for everything. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Okay, we got to get Motox Lady and Barb Hood. Where are you? There's Motox Lady. There's Barb Hood. Okay. Lisa, $4.99 super chat. Hi, Jen. You said months ago that I would get my veteran ranch on Oak Road in Alabama. Do you see this coming, or has my timeline changed?
The entire timeline has changed many times.
Yeah, keeps
so
changing.
Yes, it has changed, and yes, you're still going to get it, or something like it.
Okay. Carissa for $4.99 super chat. If I put Gizmo, my dog, back on his old food, will he start eating again? I'm not sure what's going on with him.
Check the teeth, the back teeth. I just feel like I've got pain down at the bottom where the gum line is down there. Yeah, a little bit bored with the food. Ease him into it, otherwise he's going to have stomach upset. Yeah, I think he would eat more. But I'm really concerned about the tooth. And I think it's just like, it might be just right at the gum line, so you can't really see it when you look in there. But I feel like I have a cavity. It hurts.
Okay. Sharon Barker, $10 Rumble Rant. Jen, is this annoying tinnitus going away anytime soon?
Not without assistance. That's going to be med bed or something. You've got this nerve. You got the nerve thing where the end of that nerve in the ear is damaged or not working well.
Yeah.
She's talking about tinnitus is in the ear, correct? Because that's where I'm at. Okay.
I have tinnitus, comes and goes with my blood sugar. I usually at night play either very low level healing frequency music, or I play sound, white noise, brown noise. That helps. Bot flies will bore, says Judy Cormer in reference to the horsey.
Bots, that's what it was.
Bot flies.
I was going to say bots, but I couldn't remember if they did that. So something could have bore right into the knee there, right down below. But I think that you would have seen that. But it's just like something's really hurting right there. It's annoying. It's almost a stabbing pain.
Okay. Laura for $10 super chat says, Mike and Jen, will my son Eric find true love? Thanks for all you do. That's Laura.
He does. 26 and 26.
Barbara, I don't understand this question. What are the initials?
Pass.
Yeah, I'm $20, but if you can come back and give us the rest of the question.
Oh, if you're asking for initials for somebody who's coming, I don't do that.
Okay.
Right. The reason I don't the angels don't usually do that is because I could completely be wrong, give you the wrong initials, and then when he comes, you're like, oh, sorry, your initials aren't TJ or whatever.
Okay, Tammy Gregory for $5 super chat. Lemon character taking his sunglasses. Okay. Okay, that's the super sticker. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what. Thank you very much, Rick Norman. Electronic dong. That's what she said. Get your hands on your electronic dong. Aussie Mom for $9.99 on the super chat. My name is Mignon. Do you see me living on Aspen Springs Ranch Road anytime soon? Thank you very much.
Deal falls through. I see some paperwork for that, and then I heard deal falls through. It's the sellers. So if you offer them more, right out of the yeah, right. Make them happy if you really want it.
Okay, we already did Sheila. John Christopher for $49.99. Wow, thank you, John, for the super chat. Will my in-laws Glenn and Jenny H get medbed treatments?
Yes, both.
Okay, we did B-Hawk already. That was Rhett.
This is why I can't jump on board with only the person who's doing the project gets to go in the med bed if you're approved. I can't jump on board with that because I have seen time and time again where you do get like at least like 5 tickets, and people do get in the med beds. And I'm sitting here hearing a yes, both from Gabriel over my shoulder over and over and over again. So it turns out well. Don't worry. But I don't think that you can go in there with a list of 25 people or everybody that you've ever known and get med tickets for them. No. I do think you're going to have to choose.
Yeah.
But it works out. I've seen so many people getting these tickets.
Yeah. Jay Coogan with a Rumble Rat for $10. Will I get to move to New Mexico and when?
Fall of 26. It's not going to work out until then. You're too busy. You got too many things to do.
Okay.
There is a purchase that happens before that. I do think it is in the mountains somewhere or close to it.
Cool. Tammy Gregory for $5 super chat. Will I get the house I'm wanting to buy?
Not that one.
Not that one. Vicky, I think it's a $10 super chat. Yes. When will I move out of my apartment and to Florida?
September 26th.
Okay. BB for $10. This is Becky. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, well, thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
That's all you had to do. Where's the next one? Jay and Pray. Jenny here. Do I get the job that I did a phone interview for?
Not this time.
Lily Girl for $10 says, will my dog Walter's left eye heal with the medicine? This is Belinda.
Yes.
Good.
Be consistent with the medicine.
Good. Okay, Carefree. For $10, Carefree. Thank you. Carolyn here, waiting for the RV to help my friend Cheryl C., who got evicted from her apartment. Do you see this going before she has to move, or does she have to find a place in the meantime?
I do see her having to find a place. But that might be her activity right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you do help her shortly. I'm just what comes first. I'm not sure. There is kind of like a falling out between you two. Okay, I'm not just gonna say it. I don't know if she pushes it too far or something's coming. So just know that and think about how you would react or how to act. I don't know. Something's coming.
Jack Luca, Mike Bara thinks TNT is a dick. There's no bigger dick than Mike Bara. You must be talking to my last girlfriend. Jack, you must know my last girlfriend. Say hi to her for me. Bye-bye. All right.
You totally missed an opportunity with that one. I would have spun that
Okay.
around.
Crypto Mojo, $4.99 super chat. What is my true calling? I'm 60 years old. I feel like something is missing.
It's not missing. It's waiting. You know what it is.
Okay. Rhonda for $10.
You need to believe in yourself, and you need to embrace your talents. And when you have the means to do so, you will. It's not time yet.
Rhonda with one more rumble rant. My best friend Fran died in a car accident 27 years ago. My daughter Brenna, 20, really resembles her. Have always thought she was a gift from her. Thank you so much, Jen. What do you think about that? And then we got a few freebies, and then we're out of here.
It's not a reincarnation of her. There is some kind of soul connection, though. There is. But it's not the same soul. But I feel like you guys are in the same family clique back home. And shared a lifetime together. It possibly was in Rome or Greece or something, because I see this as three sisters. That's what it was. Yeah, I love that. That's interesting.
Richard A. says, the angel should never have let you loose, Jen. My God, you're beautiful as always. Again, an admirer, Jennifer. Ooh. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm having a good day now.
Okay. Melanie, love you both. Should I accept the cash offer of selling my house so I can quit my crazy job and move away from the city to the mountains? Taxes keep going up and I can't afford anymore unless we RV. We can't tell you what to do, but will she be happier if she sells her house, quits her job? Let's ask her that. Let's ask that.
I don't know what your timeline is over there, like how quickly you would have to do something with cash offer on the house is never good. If you just want to get the hell out of there and do it, and you think you're going to feel freer, then do it. You're going to lose out on it, though. But you may not even care. I can't tell you what to do. You will be okay either way. Either way, whatever you decide.
Okay. Deborah Dyer says, sometimes I can see a shadow go by and there's no one there, or see things out of the corner of my eye. I sometimes feel like something touches my hair.
Yeah, get a house cleanse.
It's what?
House cleanse. Contact Marcy Howell on my website, jenniferfallah.com. Get a house cleanse with her. If you're seeing shadows go shoo, 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 especially if they're short, you've got an infestation of, bad guys. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Angela Ferguson, do you know how much the rate is for the dong? I've heard $5. Is this true? Well, I can tell you it's been rumored to be a nickel, and it's been 47 cents. And I know two people who exchanged at $2 and $2.12 respectively, and there are rumors as high as $5 or $5.50. The answer is nobody knows until it happens.
Do you want to know what I saw?
Yeah. 4, 2, 9.
So exchange, I saw $4.29. I actually saw a street rate of $2.21. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was a bank rate.
Or a redemption center rate.
Yeah. Like the difference between the street rate for the dinar and the exchange rate for the dinar, but the dinar is kind of different, right? It's got, you can get a contract rate and stuff. So it's such a big span. I mean, there's such a difference. So I don't know why the dong would be $2.21 and then only $4.29 at exchange. So, but that is what I saw, even though I don't understand.
That's like 50% more, though, or 100% more. Actually, it's 100% increase over the street rate. So
I think the 47 cents was a conservative estimate long ago based on what they had in the ground, their resources, what they had at that time. It doesn't account for any additional gold.
New discoveries. Okay, Jen, let's do a couple more questions and then we'll get you out of here. Jenny says, can you tell me what's going on with the redness on my face? It's been here for a couple years now, and everything I've tried doesn't seem to make it go away. Well, I would say try that Lotion 2000 from the CBD Gurus. That stuff's amazing, so try that.
Capillaries are just really close to the skin now. So what is that called? Rosacea?
Rosacea, yeah. Rosacea, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. All right. Okay, 3 questions. Cool, Raul. This is Raul. Question for Jennifer. My fiance's son, Jordan, is trying to find a good paying job. Will he be able to find one soon? Well, hopefully this RV goes down and you can hire him. Anyway.
He still wants to have his own job.
Yeah.
Even if you give him something, he won't take much. That's a good guy. He's had a lot of hardship in his life, and he's really gotten beat down. I just see the guy beat down with like a 2x4 emotionally, and as far as his self-esteem goes. But like, he's got drive, and he has ambition. It's in there. Bring it out. 6 weeks.
6 weeks. All right, Megan Angus, last question. Hey, Jen, do you see us buying either property on Valley View Road in Hudson or Macedonia?
They're both on a road called Valley View Road?
Yeah, Valley View Road in Hudson or in Macedonia.
That's interesting.
Hopefully you don't mean Greece, but, you know.
I'm focusing on Macedonia.
All right. Going to Greece, Megan. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back on Monday unless something really interesting happens later today. Now, I don't know what Jen's schedule is like, but if it happens, I got a feeling we might pop on. I will be on Whiskey and Wisdom with the original Mark Z and Zester tonight. I hope to see all of you guys there to come in and argue with me while I give my bad dating advice. And we tell dad jokes and drink scotch. That's the plan. We'll see you then. Look, stay positive, stay hopeful. My people are telling me today remains in play. And let me double check if Tony has updated anything or if he's staying silent. Yeah, nothing on him. So he's waiting for something, a shoe to drop that he thinks is going to happen today. So let's hope it happens. Jen, any final words before we kick on out of here?
Pray it in, people.
Pray it in.
Let's do it.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a good one. See you tonight.
Bye.